Hey guys, we are in Frankfurt, Germany, and we are at the biggest auto trade show in the world, possibly. Yes, we are at the Automechanika Frankfurt 2024. And if you are in any way connected to the auto trade, you should be here at Automechanika. There are 4,200 exhibitors from 80 countries, and that includes some people from Malaysia, and also for this year we are getting some cars from China being showcased here. This is a must visit for companies and people in the auto trade, not only just in the car makers but also the support industry. The exhibition is held in 12 halls at the Messe Frankfurt. Messe means exhibition, so this is Frankfurt's biggest exhibition center, and over here you will have many exhibits, and you can get to see all the parts support, the industry support industries, new tech, innovation, and what is coming in the future. And for this year, there is a special pavilion for China-made cars, and we have some exhibits from China which are quite exciting. We're at the Schaeffler exhibit, and this is one of the main sponsors of the show. Schaeffler is one of the parts manufacturers in Germany, and they have all kinds of parts made to support the industry. So some of them are worked with the manufacturers. For example, this is the e-powertrain section. These are transmission parts, and yes, this brand Luck is something that I have actually bought. I've actually bought the clutch for my BMW 3 Series, and these are the clutch parts, and those are other transmission parts that you can see. They also make engine parts, so this was one part on my engine that I was looking for a very long time. I couldn't find the timing belt tensioner, so now I know that Schaeffler makes them. Continental is also one of the main sponsors of the show, and we're here at the Continental stand. We all know Continental is one of the biggest tire makers in the world, and we've actually tested some of the tires. But then today we learned that they not only make tires, they also make parts for the cars and also the rubber bushings for the cars, and that includes brake parts, air suspension, and steering boots, and the rubber bushes for the suspension. So that is a air suspension part. These are TPMS, tire pressure monitoring sensors, replacement parts for exhaust, electronic parts, and of course also batteries. Conti is also known for their belts. You can see here, these are the timing belts for the car, and also the V belts for driving the alternator. That's the aircon compressor. So this is also a part of Continental manufacturing. Drum brakes, brake calipers, electric parking brake, this is the part, and also brake fluid and brake pads. We are at the Future Mobility Park, where there's a showcase of electric cars to give visitors a glimpse of the future. And over here I see there are 2 Volkswagens and 2 BYD electric cars. So visitors can come, register, and actually test drive the future cars to get a taste of what it's like to drive an electric car. I think the electric car uptake is not that high at the moment, so there's still a lot of potential for growth in this market. So what we see here is a BYD SUV that is being driven by a visitor. Navigation is very easy. There is this central hallway with escalators or travelators that go from one side to the other side of the fairground, and the halls are either to the left or to the right or upstairs and downstairs. So this is the main artery that you can use to navigate. So there are 4,200 exhibitors, so You can either spend 5 days here, the entire show, to go through every one of them, or you can just pick and choose what you want. And most people will choose what they want and just go to those stands, because then they are more targeted and they can actually look for things that are pertinent to their industry. So as for me, this is my second day, and I've actually walked one whole day yesterday and been through to some of the exhibits, and today I'm just picking up some of those that I've left out. So this is Motor Checkup, a local brand that is based on the German product produced by the Dr. Gerd Horstmeier there, and they do motor checkup, which is a very good one-stop and quick diagnosis of your engine or your transmission, and all it needs is just one drop of oil, and they send it to them and they diagnose the condition and let you know the condition of your car. So good to see another Malaysian company here having a show at the Automechanika. Okay, so here is a company that comes from India, and they make mostly rubber parts for trucks and cars. So this is part of my learning curve. So this is a company that's from Brazil, and would you believe it, they make a lot of parts. And what I'm surprised to see is they also make cylinder heads for trucks and diesel engines, and they've been doing it for the last 55 years. Okay, this is Turbo World, and they come from north of Italy. They make turbochargers and also turbocharger parts. They sell parts for turbochargers and also do marine turbocharging. And that's a big one. And they have also much smaller ones here. Some of them are for cars. Okay, here's an interesting concept. This is RS Automotive Core, and they're UK based. And what they do is, look at this. I came here and I asked them, why are you showing old parts? So what they do is actually they buy parts from all over the world, and then they catalog them and they stock them, and so remanufacturers and other people can come to them and look for these parts, and they will package them and sell it to them. So that's interesting, right? That looks like a huge caliper from a car. Of course, we don't know which one it is, but it's possibly a high performance car. That is a used turbocharger, and the company does reselling of these parts to people. So this is an interesting concept, right? So alternator, aircon compressor, brake caliper, starter, lots of things. That's a steering rack, and that one looks like a water pump, no, intake or something like that. Yeah, so that one is a pump of some sort, possibly a power steering or water pump. So this is an interesting concept. There are 14,000 or more parts in a car, and every part has to be manufactured. So look at this. This is a very, very small part, but somebody has to make it for it to be able to work somewhere. So even the small parts manufacturers can mean an industry. So here is a sample of things that are small parts, yet they can end up as a business, and that can turn over millions of dollars a year. We also have manufacturers from Korea, and they make small parts. XZD, a very famous name in clutches, is also here at Automechanika. So XZD is known for high performance clutches, but obviously they also make normal type of clutches for normal vehicles. Okay, say what you like. Floor mats are a very integral part of a vehicle, and you have floor mats on every car. So the floor mat industry can be quite advanced. And you can see here, these are new iterations of floor mat using another piece at the bottom as an underlay, and then the mat itself is fitted onto this. Interesting. Okay, if you want to go cycling, you can put your bicycle on these racks, and hang them out the back of your car like that. Time to take a short rest. It's really tough walking. Luckily they have seats like this, so I can just take a 5 minutes breather before I continue. Yeah, you guys think that we all have fun going here, going there, but when we get here, you have to actually work, you know. It's not so easy as you think. So there are a lot of things on show at the Automechanika 2024. It's held once a year, and this is the 27th show that they've held, and they started more than 50 years ago. But they didn't have a show every year, and because of some lapses here and there, this year is the 27th year. But they also have 14 other locations where Automechanika is held, and in different parts of the world, including Shanghai and also Kuala Lumpur. But not all the shows are the same because it all depends on who is there, and some of the exhibitors are usually local. So this one is already quite big, 4,200 exhibitors from 80 countries, and we see a lot of participants from China, also from Europe, even some from Malaysia. So we met a couple of our Malaysian friends down there, and we have given them a small little feature. Hall number 12. Oils, lubricants, car care products, a whole bunch of them. Yes, the car care business is very big business. So you have products for protecting the paint, products for keeping the tires clean, the rims clean, and coatings and stuff like that. And of course the lubricants. So they're all put together in one hall. And you can see now everybody thinks about let's use an oil drum instead of a table. And so everybody gets oil drums for tables. It's quite interesting. And so you see again another set of oil drums. This time they put a cushion on top. So again, this is a lubricant. There are many lubricant suppliers and also additives and system cleaners. And our local oil company, Petronas, also has a stand at the Automechanika 2024. So guys, that officially ends our adventure in Automechanika 2024 Frankfurt. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye!